Hello guys, welcome back to our channel SSC Shorts. Today we are going to discuss about the SSC CGL 2022-23 Tier 2 cutoff expected. Okay, these are the data collected from the exam candidates. Okay, let's go to the GK section. The average GK section they have attempted is 19.23. 26 questions. Approximately we can calculate like 90 or 20 questions. When a person is having 20 right questions and having, though the mark will be about 20 into 3 60 marks for the GK session, but they also have mentioned that they also have certain error like 5 questions will be negative marks. So 14 question or 15 question right, 15 will be 45 and 5 could be negative. So 40 marks is the approximate GK session marks of the candidates, about 5,000 or 6,000 candidates. Okay, when we go into the next section, the next session will be having of reasoning attempt. Okay, the reasoning attempt which is having 28 to 29 questions has been answered by most of the candidates. So we can understand that the reasoning session was the most easy one. Okay, the reasoning section was having 29 questions attempted, and they are also claiming that they will only have about 1 or 2 questions will be wrong. So after calculating the marks expected for the every candidate is 80 marks. So the sectional marks will be 80 or 82 in the 90 marks above. Okay, reasoning section. When we go into the next section of English section, which 4.35 or approximately 44 to 45 questions will be is being attempted by the SSC candidate aspirants. Okay, from that question they are also mentioning that they will be have about 3 or 4 questions wrong. So after calculating the method, they are gonna get about 119 or 120 marks out of 135. After all these one, which we can calculate in the way such that the total attempt is 150 marks out of total. Okay, and the correct which they are mentioning is 101 or 102 questions. Okay, after calculating with the negative marks, and at last which we can guess that the average marks they are mentioning that will be 292. This answer was given by about 6,000 aspirants. From that we can understand that about 3,000 candidates is having more than 292 marks in their Tier 2 exam. Thus we can understand the cutoff will be pretty much higher than the last one, because in the last time of CGL 2022 they expected, not only they expected, the cutoff was about 313 for the tax assistant section from getting in this year. There is no postal assistant or sorting assistant. The cutoff will be about 310 or 315 for the UR session. So we can just go into the cutoff. Okay, just before that we have to understand that the exam aspirants who have attempted is about, they have mentioned that 10% have mentioned that it was easier than 2022. I can say that if they are saying that it is easier, they must have also qualified in the 2022 CGL. Okay, about 10% also mentioning that it was same as CGL 2022. When comparing it with 2022 CGL and 2023 CGL, we can understand that in 2022 the hard session was in reasoning. It was about there also they have been 3 days of exams, so the normalization have been a very big factor, but to this year there will be no such normalization. Okay, due to this normalization less, so the cutoff will be about low, considering also the average mark is pretty much high. Okay, a GK marks was so accuracy. Okay, let's go to the another session, or the one of the main session which I am going to say you is the max attempt. They are mentioning that they are only having about 22 to 23 questions attempted by the candidates. Okay, that means in 30 questions they only have attempted 22.4. Thus we can understand that the max correct question and the average marks is only 60 marks out of 90 marks. From this, the expected cutoff for the exam will be, in the UR section 310 to 320 marks will be the expected cutoff. In the OBC section 300 to 310 marks. In EWS category it will be 295 to 315. In SC category 285 to 305. In ST category 270 to 290 marks. These are the expected cutoff for the SSC CGL Tier 2. Okay, so please subscribe the channel for further updates.